You're watching CarTell.tv and I'm Jenny. The XC40 is an all-new addition from Volvo. It's a small SUV and
it competes with the Jaguar E-Pace, BMW X1 and Audi Q3.
In this video, I'm reviewing the XC40 T5 Momentum.
Even though it may be the entry trim level, it's jam-packed with optional extras.
That makes this tasty little offering from Volvo feel like a lot more than just an entry level.
On the outside, the XC40 conveys the latest elegant minimalistic design from Volvo.
It's basically a boxy body with elegant upmarket details.
Thor's hammer LED headlights look amazing, but we already knew that. And the grille also adds to the premium feel. Vertical taillights that Volvo is persistent with are not to everyone's liking.
But they managed to make this rather featureless rear look mighty fine.
The side features cladding and sharp creases near the bottom of the doors. Even those creases are angular.
Now, as for the colour choice,
this one is the Amazon Blue with a contrast white roof.
Now, I wouldn't normally think to pick this colour, but given it's one of the original Volvo colours, it's got a really retro feel to it, and I like it.
You have a choice between 18 and 20 inches for the wheels, and these ones are the Goldilocks, sitting at 19 inches.
The engine in this one is the T5, the petrol engine option.
It's a 2-litre turbo unit with 185 kilowatts and 350 newton meters of torque, and it officially consumes 7.7 litres per 100 kilometres.
There's also a diesel D4 option with 2 turbos.
And 140 kilowatts and 400 newton meters. Expectedly, it's more fuel efficient as it consumes 5.3 litres per 100 kilometres. Okay, so some fairly significant news since we shot this review. The XC40 T5 Momentum has completely sold out. The XC40 diesel variant won't continue into the new model year either. But the XC40 T4 Momentum, the XC40 T4 Inscription, and the XC40 T5 R-Design are now available for early order. SUVs are getting more and more car-like to drive, and this one is probably one of the most advanced in that respect.
Body roll is minimal and steering is precise, and it just begs to be pushed harder in curves.
Many SUVs give that understandable, uneasy feel when you drive them through curves aggressively.
But just a select few give you that car-like confidence, and this XC40 is definitely one of them.
This is most evident from the predictability of its behaviour. SUVs usually take their time to settle after a sharp turn, wallowing in shifting weight and thus greatly influencing drivability.
The XC40 doesn't, and it's so easy to predict how it will move, and this greatly increases confidence behind the wheel.
Part of this planted feel, however, comes from the weight. It starts at about 1,700 kilos, and that is a lot.
Now, the engine's powerful, but the heavy body does take a little bit away from the push.
It reaches 100 in a respectable 6.4 seconds, and it tops out at an electronically limited 230 kilometers an hour.
When it comes to driving, the XC40 is a relaxed and comfortable cruiser.
I love the mix of comfort and stability, but I reckon the 20-inch wheels would not be so comfortable on rougher roads here in Australia.
It's remarkably quiet, especially on the motorway, and that's great when you want that chilled vibe on your drive home.
Road, engine and wind noise are at a really low level for an SUV.
This is probably the best part of this car. Premium feel is everywhere around you.
There are 2 screens, a 9-inch one with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for the dashboard, and an even bigger 12.3-inch instrument cluster behind the steering wheel.
Now, we've reviewed the XC40's biggest siblings, and it seems that the smallest and cheapest of them got the same digital instrument cluster.
We're used to great, clean and minimalistic interior designs from Volvo, but our experience comes with larger, more expensive premium models.
They carried over the theme and also some of the materials to the XC40.
Fit and finish are impeccable. The steering wheel is soft touch, the seats are gorgeous, comfortable and supportive, and the gear lever is unique.
And in an era when a lot of the cars look the same, it's a really refreshing perspective from Volvo.
The XC40 has great interior storage, starting off with the doors.
Now, because the speakers are up here, it means the door bins have lots of space.
The glove box has an additional shopping bag hook that folds out, and the central console front bin has wireless charging.
Now I just need to update my phone so I can actually use it.
The same bin holds 2 USB ports if your phone doesn't have a wireless charging option. There are 2 cup holders and the small bin for rubbish, and then the rear central console between the front seats with more storage. Step in the back and you'll see how spacious it is.
To be honest, the XC40's exterior dimensions are at the top border for a small SUV, and that translates to loads of rear space. We do want to give a little shout out to this convenient storage container for passengers, for maybe a triangle slice or your other irregular polygon items.
Legroom is great and headroom is exceptional. The rear also gets USB port, air vents, door bins, seat back pockets, and these small storage spaces in the front seat backrests. Folding armrest has cup holders.
Now the boot has 459 litres and with the seats down 1300. It also has this double bottom feature.
When you have the cover up, you get 2 extra shopping bag hooks and 2 separate storage areas.
Add-on features that we have that I wanted to show you, including this. How cool is it? And this, the rear seats drop with the press of a button. So good, Volvo.
Another thing I love is outside visibility. It can be pretty terrible in small SUVs, but in this one, it rocks.
Even the huge C-pillars don't make it difficult to park, as the boxy shape allows you to estimate pretty accurately the dimensions of the car.
Reversing camera is standard and 360 camera optional. More standard features include cruise control, collision mitigation support, lane keep assist, blind spot info, cross traffic alert, hill start assist, hill descent assist, rain sensor, keyless entry, and more. Even the entry trim level gets advanced optional features such as adaptive cruise control and pilot assist.
Now, is it worth the money? Absolutely. The XC40 is one of the best options in this segment, and I drove the entry level.
I remember the hype before the flagship XC90 was launched and the thrilled reactions of everyone who tried it.
The XC40 reminds me of that. Sure, it's not as flashy as the XC90, but it's more affordable and it stands out against other cars in the segment. Must say, I'm really impressed. Can I keep it? Thanks for watching CarTell.tv, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe. And leave us your thoughts on the XC40 below. We love to hear your comments. So I'll see you at the next review. Peace.